Tina Seelig, inGenius, a crash course on creativity. Prepare to unlock your inner potential for creativity through the book summary of inGenius, a crash course on creativity, by Tina Seelig. In this condensed experience, you'll discover that creativity is not a trait exclusive to any specific set of individuals but is rather a capacity that everyone can nurture and embrace. Learn about the importance of connecting unrelated ideas, reframing problems, and cultivating an inventive mindset. With practical strategies to enhance your observational skills and an outlook embracing risks, this book summary will help you fearlessly venture into the world of possibilities.
Nurturing your inner creativity. Creativity is not innate, it can be developed through new thinking habits and problem reframing. This summary explores two of those habits, combining seemingly unrelated ideas and reframing problems from a different context. Have you ever thought of yourself as uncreative? Do you believe artists, entrepreneurs, and innovators are a different breed of people? If so, it's time to reconsider. Creativity is not something you are born with. Instead, it is a skill that can be honed with practice. But how can you cultivate creativity? The first step is to train your mind to combine seemingly unrelated ideas, resulting in a surprising outcome. For example, imagine combining an alarm clock with vocabulary flashcards. You may create a unique product, an alarm clock that shuts off only after you respond to a set of questions. While this may not seem useful at first glance, it could motivate someone to learn a new language. Another way to nurture creativity is by reframing problems. Often, we approach problems from a limited perspective and create solutions based on what we already know. By taking a step back and looking at the problem from different angles, we can come up with innovative solutions. For instance, consider an artificial leg. Typically, we view this as a functional product, meant to aid those with disabilities. But what if we reframe it as a fashion accessory? Bespoke, a successful company, did just that and created artificial limbs that were not only functional but also aesthetically pleasing. Sometimes we encounter problems that have simple or easy solutions. Does that mean we should stop there? Not necessarily. To unleash your inner creativity, start by combining unrelated ideas and reframing problems from a different context. With practice, your creative spirit can be fostered at any stage of your life. Unleashing creativity. In this book, the author emphasizes the importance of avoiding easy solutions in the creative process. The most innovative ideas are often generated from an extended process of trial and error that involves continuous questioning. Brainstorming is also important when seeking new ideas, and it should involve the right people in an ideal space and should allow every surface to be used for mapping out ideas. The power of observation. Being knowledgeable in your field provides starting points for creative problem solving. Making discerning observations is a skill that can be trained and developed through constant practice and immersing oneself in different surroundings. David Friedberg, founder of the Climate Corporation, came up with a successful business idea while observing a bike rental shack closed on rainy days. To up your observational skills, immerse yourself in different surroundings, break out of your daily routines, and pay attention to even the most trivial details. Training yourself to make discerning observations can inspire fantastic ideas. Embracing failure. Failure is inevitable, but it can be an opportunity for growth and creativity. Like a science experiment, failures lead to better alternatives. Instagram, for example, began as a location-sharing app but turned into the world's top photo-sharing app based on feedback. Comfortable environments for experimentation and team collaboration are essential. It's also important to value your own contributions and keep faith in yourself. The power of self-belief. Embracing self-belief is key to achieving creative success, according to this book summary. Neurosurgeon John Adler's unwavering confidence in radiation therapy led him to develop a robotic radiation surgery system that fights cancer. The author emphasizes the importance of using positive language and reframing tasks as creative to encourage innovative thinking. The book also highlights the influence of environment on creativity and encourages readers to create a workspace that fosters inspiration. With the right attitude and mindset, anyone can persevere along the difficult road to creative success. Boosting creativity in the workplace. Our environment affects our thoughts, feelings, and actions. Companies can harness this concept to create a workspace that promotes creativity and unconventional thinking. By encouraging interaction and collaboration among employees, individuals can work together to solve problems and generate unique ideas. Simple changes such as rearranging furniture can turn a traditional office into a creative lab. In an experiment, teams with chairs but no tables solved puzzles faster than teams with tables but no chairs. Forward-thinking companies also use playful items like foosball and pool tables to foster a fun and imaginative atmosphere. By appreciating the importance of the workspace, individuals can make changes to create a stimulating and inspiring environment for top-notch ideas. The power of gamification in creativity. The use of gamification can stimulate creativity in individuals and professionals. This book summary highlights how competition, limited resources, and time constraints can motivate people to be more innovative. Games have been part of human socialization for ages, and the idea of creating games as a form of innovation may appear unconventional. However, this book's summary shows that gamification can be an effective way to stimulate creativity and problem-solving skills. Gamification induces a sense of competition while following set rules towards achieving a particular goal. The author presents an example of a company, Proteus Biomedical, that rewards employees who file for patents with rubber brains displayed in jars on their desks, an act that represents the reward mechanisms evident in video games. The summary also highlights how constraints on time and resources or limitations in possibilities can drive innovation. Instead of providing a large project for an entire semester, the author gave design students 3 small assignments and 2 weeks to complete each one. This approach tripled the workload but motivated students to produce more creative results with greater enthusiasm. The book's summary goes further to show how limited resources can inspire inventive ideas, using the scene from Monty Python and the Holy Grail movie where soldiers clapped coconut shells together since the production lacked funds for real horses. The takeaway from this book's summary is that gamification and limiting resources or time can stimulate creativity and lead to inventive ideas. When faced with challenges, individuals can take this as an opportunity to tap into their creative capacities and create a winning shot.
Through this book summary, you've learned that the power of creativity lies not in a predetermined talent, but in the habits you foster and the environment you create. By encouraging the combination of dissimilar ideas, redefining and reframing issues, and being open to experimentation, you're better equipped to derive brilliant solutions. Strengthen your observation skills, uphold an attitude of self-belief, and optimize your work environment to better support your creative endeavors. Remember that persistence is the key to success, and embracing the unconventional can trigger breakthroughs that lead to significant personal and professional achievements.